Live. All right, what do we got going on here? Uh-oh. All right, what do we got? We got a delay in the feed, as always, but that's funny. Hunter Collector, what's up, man? Boy, you've been putting out some good stuff lately, I'll tell you what. This is the only... What was that? This is the only window I have open. But not for long. Look at this thing. Look who's riding Battle Cat here. I had that in my window for a while. I wonder what the neighbors think. Just Leonardo, going out for a ride. I don't know what. This Cobra Commander has just been sitting here for so long. I have a pile of figures right here, and he always seems to be sitting in the same spot. And I don't really do anything with him. Just chilling. So much stuff is coming out, man. I could I believe that you got a lot of reviews. There's just so many figures. William Hostler, good to see you, man. Smash that like button. Let's see, do I have a like button? Sure I do. Dale, how's it going? Good to see you too, William. Hold on just a second. All right. Dale Smith. I wonder if I have, it's been a while since I wrote on this. I don't think that I have Dale Smith's name on my list. Quentin, do I have you? For those that that don't know, I keep a list of people that, oh wow, people are showing up. The people that show up in the chat, and I don't write them down because you show up in the chat. It's just because I can see your name. And then in future videos, I just shout out your name, kind of a thank you for joining in and being part of the FLC, the figure loving community, and just a fun thing to do. Now, is that a weird way of saying bingo, or is it Biango? Biango 123? Because when I pronounce some of these in the future, some of them I just don't get right. So I'm not sure if that's like a crazy way of spelling bingo. Quentin Fleischer, you have me. Do I? Oh, yeah, I do. There you are. All right, good to know. Thank you for letting me know. Demon. What is up, man? I've been meaning to get a hold of you. We must talk. How have you been doing, Ed? Missed ya. Oh, sincerely. I switched back to my homemade tea. Well, it's pretty much Crystal Light, but I make it at home. You're at work. Will you be home soon? Mark 44 Prime, what's going on? Did you guys see this? I got Leonardo going out for a little ride. He's going for a stroll. Yeah. Can't wait to show you guys some of the stuff that I've been working on. I'm doing I'm making some Punisher figures. And of course, you got the old Netflix, probably the best version of the Punisher, but I'm doing some other characters like Wolverine and Magneto and things like that, all in like a Punisher version. And got like a Hulkbuster type. He's not supposed to be a Hulkbuster, but you know, heavily armored type Hulkbuster Punisher. And I'm working on all of them at the same time, getting all crafty. I miss doing my crafty stuff. BC Bar Creations. Did you see Power Rangers TMT figures? I did. I just seen that like within the last hour. That's kind of weird. Is that I didn't see if those Power Rangers TMNT were from like the same creators of the WWE and He-Man kind of mashup, or are they just kind of taking the lead from them and doing that? Ladies man, how's it going? I found a She-Hulk at GameStop. Bought her so fast. Yeah. I had to go to the comic book store in town here to find mine because I don't think that she's going to be coming out again officially until like November or October or something like that. But because they were out for like a second out in GameStop, and then they never got any more in, from what I understand. And from around here, there was one of those green She-Hulks showed up. Somebody told me at the GameStop, what? Okay, I'm not setting it on this anymore. It's just having too much suction on my Captain America coaster. Too much condensation, you know, with the heat and everything. But I'm glad that I got her. So congratulations on that. She's cool. I haven't taken her out of the box. I have full intentions that I will, but a lot of my stuff I just keep in the box for a while. Very few things I have no intention of taking out. Like I don't intend on taking 2 of my Red Hoods and a couple Star Wars things, but for the most part, I take everything out. Never seen a flocked Panther. Yeah, every time I go toy hunting, when I see one or when I'm in that section, I comment to Mark Cosplay because he was telling me I needed to get one. He likes that one, but I just didn't want to spend another, was it like $35 or $40 on that thing? And I already have the regular Panther. I had the flocked Panther when I was a kid. I loved it, but there's just so much other stuff out there that money and attention and time and effort has to go towards to get, you know, another same character, just a repaint or a flocked. But that's awesome. I have fond memories of my flocked Panther when I was a kid. All my He-Man that I lost years ago. But I've been getting so much. 35 is nothing. Please buy it for me. Hey, if I see it, I'll definitely keep that in mind. Yeah, 35. That's what it was. But yeah, I've been having a lot of luck with the He-Man stuff. Everything from the new wave, from the Origins to the Revelations. That's a really good looking figure. That's a beauty. And I'll be taking these out too. I'm going to do a He-Man video here in the near future and probably like unbox all of my He-Man Origins and everything, and open up my Castle Grayskull finally. Let's see. Found this the other day. Oh, wait, just a second. Let me catch up here. I like the Ultimate Casey Jones from NECA. If I see that, I'll definitely get that. I'm hoping that it's not 50 just for the one figure. It'd be awesome if it was 30, but yeah, I have the other one that came with Raphael. John Cortez. Hope all is good. You bet. eBay flocked Panther prices are insane. I can imagine. I want to put Masterverse Evil in on flocked Panther. I had to buy Evelyn on eBay. Oh, really? Toy God. Here I am. What up, Toy God? Is that new haircut keeping the heat away? CJ Sword Punk, aka The Exorcist. I want the ultimate Casey Jones too, he says. Awesome. I'll give you $50 for Flock Panther. That's a good price for you. Hey, if I see it, yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to make any money on anything. I don't necessarily think that way, but if I see those, I'll grab them. Absolutely. Now I'm looking like a complete stud. He was an incomplete stud, but now he is complete. He's completely a stud. About the Avengers Campus Deluxe Spider-Man web shooters? The Avengers. Huh. I don't know. I remember the older ones from like a year or two ago. That's so awesome. CJ Sword Punk. Have you not been in here before? Or did you change your name? Are you secretly like Mike Strassel or Michael Ward or somebody that changed your name? I know you're not either of them, but I don't see that I have your name down there, CJ, but I'm going to write it down quick. Sword Punk. You know, some of these names I kind of wish that I would have never thought of Sword Punk, but like Toy God and was it Trippin' Ninja? That's an awesome name. Let's see. Where was it? AKA The Exorcist. All right, I have you down. You are on the shout out list. Jada, how's it going, man? Hunter Collector, I would love to get that HasLab Galactus. I kind of looked into it a little bit, but then gave up. I'm not even sure exactly how much it was. I would have liked to have gotten it. I don't know if it's too late. I mean, who knows? The figures that you end up, in the future. I don't have it pre-ordered, but if it came my way that I could purchase it or something, I definitely would. Soundwave. Greetings from Cybertron. Got a G.I. Joe Roadblock and Zartan from a Target recently. $400? Yeah, probably not gonna get that then. I guess I'd sooner try to build my own. It would be completely made out of like milliput. Hey Seuss, how's it going, man? Ryan. Quentin says, haven't opened my Flocked Panther. Should I? Well, it depends on if you're more of an inbox collector. If you're more satisfied that you have it than you are actually doing something with it. One of the reasons that I'm kind of staying, other than just not wanting to put another $35 out for my own personal collection for something I kind of already have, just like the Unflocked. The other reason I'm not really hyped up about getting it is the spots that Flocked Panther is like touching the package. It rubs off some of the Flocked. Not every single one, but I've heard most of them will have like a couple little bald spots anywhere that it's kind of bumped in, to the inside of the package. So that's kind of got me, a little more than him and Han. I'm kind of decided that I wasn't going to get it for myself, but if I see it, I'll get it for one of you guys. But yeah, it's totally up to you if you want to open that. I have the regular one. If it's kind of a piece that you just like having and want to. I mean, I think almost all figures look better. That like looking at them look so cool in the package. So if you have the regular one from like Target or whatever, and you put like a Skeletor on it or something, you can, go that route if you're into buying two of them. I got the Toy Biz Galactus. I bet you do. You probably have almost every legend they ever made. Toy God says, what you got for new figures? So many things. I got to make a video just dedicated to it. I was just about to show this. Got this the other day. Might have seen that on Instagram. I was really excited to find that just because that's kind of like the big thing. I got a bunch. I think, all of the regular figures from the new He-Man Origins wave, except for like the old school head sculpt He-Man. And I think there was one other thing. But I have all the Revelations figures so far. I was excited to see this because this was one of the first wrestlers, that I was watching back in the day. Big John Studd. Had to grab him. I remember him wrestling when I was a kid, and I believe he was on that cartoon that they had. I don't know if I've showed that one before. That's my Dark Side. I got a bunch of those. Finally got my Batman for the Justice League. So I pretty much have all those. Harley. Bloodsport. Polka Dot Man, still got to get the John Cena one. I was waiting for her, like that helmet that she's got, that Dr. Fate. Oh, and I got stuff falling all over the place. Haven't opened my Steppenwolf yet. Got to do that. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. I literally got all this stuff kind of like piled up, and I don't have enough room to pull everything out. That old story. So, but yeah, lots of good stuff. Few things. Oh, I found this today. I know there's not a whole lot of Funko Pop lovers out there, but this was a Walmart exclusive. And Snake Eyes with Timber. And I looked on Amazon, it's already up to $50. So that's kind of like a nice little addition to my other G.I. Joe. It's pretty much the only Funko Pops that I'm getting right now is the G.I. Joe ones. Found that one today. My regular White Storm Shadow just came. No, it's supposed to be here. It actually. Whoop, I'm stepping on Wonder Woman. It might be at the door, actually. That would be funny. I got stuff. Let me check the door. Maybe it's here. No, unless I stuck it in the mailbox or somewhere else in the building. I don't know. It said it was out for delivery a while ago. But anyway, yeah, there's a bunch more stuff. Sit here forever. What we got going on here? Oh, Lord, the new Ghostbusters Plasma Series figures is up. Ghostbusters. I just bought the last two of those regular Ghostbusters that were on clearance so I could put that, what's his name, together. But I bought the main four like last year. Jada says, I'm definitely looking for the new Motu wave. It's awesome. That Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Oh, yeah, I just saw the new Venom, just like an hour and a half ago. That was, I think they might have showed maybe a little bit too much, but it looks good. I bet you, I would bet money that movie is going to be one of those ones where the sequel's better. CJ Swordpunk, it's too bad you couldn't have found her at Walmart, because at the Walmarts that they showed up at, they had big displays of all of them. I feel you on this space. Yeah, it gets out of control quick. Hunter Collector. What are you wowing about? Seen those tiny TVs? Yeah, the ones that play. You can get like the old Batman show and stuff like that. I've seen those. For you Instagram photographers out there, that's got to be like mwah. Wanzer review. Why is that vibrating at me? Oh yeah, some of those Funko Pops, like I got crazy with them a little bit, like back in 2017, and tried to get like all the Avengers, and so I got Marvel stuff going across the ceiling all the way around, and then I got a bunch of Star Wars ones in my room along the shelf, like almost touching the ceiling, kind of going along the one wall, and then on the other wall I got like a handful of DC stuff. But once in a while, hey K-Boss, how's it going, man? Good to see you. But like once in a while, I saw a He-Man. I wasn't going to pick up all the He-Man, but the one of actual He-Man, like almost a year ago, I grabbed that. I saw Sloth from the Goonies. I had to get that. I wasn't going to get all the Goonies or anything. Just once in a while when I see kind of like a cool character or something that really resonates with me. Like if I saw a Count Chocula, I'd want to get that. There's one that I would go out of my way for. When I finally pull the trigger, and that's King Ding Dong from like the Hostess Cup cupcakes, Ding Dongs. I think that's hilarious. Renegade Biker CJ, I understand that with Big Bad Toy Store, I used to put the 3-0 Snake Eyes on pre-order, but I canceled my order because they kept giving me excuses on why they don't ship. It's frustrating. I hear that. Let's see, I feel like I had something else. I did. I don't know if I ever threw this up. I finally put that guy together. I think I did at one time. I might have put that up on a live, but I was really happy with that. I was putting them together in the torso, like where he bends and twists in the middle of his torso there. It like broke. I couldn't get it back together. So I brought it back to the store, and I was able to exchange it. Real easy like, because I was like, that's no good. I bought all those to make that guy. I want all the Batmans. That'd be a good name for a toy channel. I want all the Batmans. Oh, does Entertainment Earth has the Count Chocula? Actually has them all. That's like my favorite cereal since I was a kid. When I let myself eat sugar and carbs, I have like a crazy big donut with a big bowl of Count Chocula or chocolate Lucky Charms. Like the last time I did that was New Year's Day that morning when me and my kids sat down to watch the new season of Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai. I wish I could show that. There it is. I wish I could show that easier. It's like, Dark Father. Yeah. I really like him. He's not the most articulated. He seems a little stiff, and his head seems kind of. But I like him. He's gonna look awesome up there with the rest of the DC. I'm gonna be moving at the end of the month. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna have everything set up differently if I'm able to find somewhere to go. Still haven't found a place, but gotta be out of here in like 20 some days, and I haven't even begun to pack. Anyways, the Terra Dog figure you put together is the male Vince Keymaster. Yeah. Keymaster. He has longer horns. Zulu has shorter horns. Yep, great cereal. Animal Mother Customs, what's up? I did open that. Where is he? Yeah, I've been messing with him. I love that I got like a pile of figures here. Where did I put that guy? I don't want to spend a bunch of time looking for him because there's just so much stuff. But yeah, Toy God, I did take him out, and I love him. I want to get a Daniel to go with him now. But yeah, that figure that that you because you sent it to me, and I'm all about Cobra Kai, and that was a big part of my childhood. The Karate Kid, I remember watching it for the first time in the second grade. Like the actual teacher wheeled the cart with the big TV on it. We watched it. That figure means like a lot to me because of all those reasons. So thanks again for that. But yeah, I did take him out. Quentin, I live in Zimmerman, Minnesota. I can help you pack if you need the extra hands. You know what? I don't know how I'm going to do all this, and I am going to need help. So I would definitely take you up on that. Zimmerman, Minnesota, not too far from old Sioux Falls. Ralph, how's it going, man? I did not see that Cobra Kai 4-pack. I don't think. If I saw it right now, I might look at it and go, "Oh yeah," but I don't. A 4-pack. I don't know if I've ever seen it like a Karate Kid or Cobra Kai 4-pack. Bingo! Wow, you crazy moving. I hate moving. I just passed up a great apartment with the space I need for my figures, and at the last moment, I decided not to pack and move. Yeah, I wish I could find a place. That's what I need to do. But they're like doing something to the building, and my lease is up at the end of the month, so they're kind of forcing me. And I've wanted to move for a while. My kids are getting bigger, and I need more space, and I need to get out of here. The neighbors upstairs that moved in last February are noisier than all hell. So there's a lot of reasons for me to move, and this is really kicking me in the butt to do it. But I'm very nervous because I have not found a place yet. And I really don't want to take a place in one of the ickier sides of town, especially with kids. This makes me nervous. I've always liked it here because it's right outside of town and it's quiet, other than when the neighbors moved in. But I've been here for 5 years. It'll be exactly 5 years at the end of the month. So it's not because I want to. Oh, CJ, I missed your thing here. Did you see the Lobo that's coming? I did. His face looks a little funny though. It looks a little squished. Maybe I'm just used to this one that my good friend Ben had sent me a little while back. This is like one of my favorite figures. Love him. Storm Collectibles. And he's got such an awesome face and head sculpt, and I'm really used to that. But you know me, I'm all about McFarlane. I love, well, not all about, but I love McFarlane. So I don't know. His face just looks a little funny. Right, Toy God? But I'm sure that I will grab them because there's I could probably count on 4 fingers of the McFarlanes that I don't have or passed on since he took over the DC Multiverse anyway. Wanza Review says, sorry to hear you have to move, and I hate moving, especially having to put all your figures away and making sure everything is just right, and then having to take everything out again. Such a process. The packing up is really going to be a pain, but I do like unpacking. I'm going to be able to do a lot of sorting, a lot of compartmental, however you say that. It's always a lot more fun moving into unpacking and putting things in their place than it is packing up. I did a comparison on one of my recent bids, and Storm Lobo won for sure. I don't think I seen that one. Billy says, hey guy, what do you think about taking the head off of LeBron's figure? Taking the head off LeBron? I guess I'm not sure what you mean. I don't have a LeBron figure. Are you like how to do it, or if you should try to attempt it, or are you head swapping it? What do you mean exactly? Off of LeBron's figure. CJ, well, the Fact Lobo was a true rumor. That means Todd has the Swamp Thing Deluxe is going to happen at some point. I think he's got so much stuff up his sleeve. There's some. I'd love to see an old school Aquaman from him, and kind of like things like that. I'd love to see his versions of the old Super Friends cartoon, like figures like that. I have the ones that came out from, was it Mattel? But they didn't. Not all the characters from that. Like I never saw Wonder Woman or anything. I really want a Swamp Thing. Yeah, it would be cool. I'm sure he will. I mean, that's a very popular figure, and I think he would have a lot of fun with it. And there's so much like crazy sculpting that he could do, and I don't think he would shy away from that. They're selling a LeBron's. Yeah, I'm not sure. I wouldn't be able to speak intelligently about that because I don't know. Are you so are you just head swapping it? I'm waiting for Todd to do a Catwoman. Yeah, he hasn't done a Catwoman, has he? You know, you'd want her to be really articulated, and he doesn't focus on that much. So I wonder how that would turn out. I'm sure he'll do one. Maybe he'll do like a 2-pack with Batman. That'd be cool. Yeah, the Wonder Twins, that would be awesome. I heard McFarlane is taking over DC Direct. Yeah, I did too. Does this mean he'll be able to make true 6-inch figures like the old? I hope he does. He pretty much does what he wants, but I'm sure he's been listening, and maybe he'll try to add some more articulation. Maybe he'll shrink those 7-inch down, closer to the 6. I don't personally have a problem with it, with the 7-inch figures, but just it's good for business because most of us collectors focus on 6-inch, and that's what the most popular scale is for the collecting world right now. Catwoman with Ivy would be awesome. Yeah, he would have a lot of fun with Poison Ivy too, because he makes things look, he puts a lot of effort into making things look so cool. No, they're still in the heads off for the figures in the store. Huh. See, but then Todd needs to make Zatanna, yeah, John Constantine, Dead Man, and then I'll be happy. Justice League Dark Collection would be killer. Yeah, I'm annoyed he has not made a Catwoman. I think that he will. I think he had so many ideas, and I know that he loves Batman, so he's just putting a lot of effort into making all these crazy Batmans, which is cool with me. I wish he'd slow down because I keep seeing reveals, and it's like, just take a few months off. Why don't you just focus on the articulation and come out with a figure every month, because it's just too much. It's too much to keep up on. There's just so much awesome stuff. Ralph says, Joe just sent you that Cobra Kai 4-pack on IG. Well, let me look at that. Ladies, man, why don't make Harley Quinn show figures? Ivy with her jacket. I think that would be awesome. I really like my Harley Quinns. I got a little bit of a Harley Quinn collection. It's a wall in my room. Not a whole lot of figures, a lot of wall art and stuff, little knickknacks, and a lot of Harley Quinn stuff. Probably half a dozen. I got a really nice Harley Quinn statue from my good friend Ben. There's Ralph. Let's see. What's this about? Oh, cool. Oh, it's the that's the original Cobra Kai. That's awesome. $140, huh? I don't know if I'd ever be able to get it, but I sure want it. That'd be awesome. There's way too much. Yeah, it's kind of like TV nowadays. There's just so much great content out of there. I'm kind of hesitant to even mention this because I don't want anybody to spoil anything, but I just started watching that. Oh, what the heck? Why I can never remember the damn thing. The comedian and Spectre and Smiley Face, whatever show that was. They only did like one season. I'm like on episode 5 or something like this. I'm really digging it. Watchmen. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, CJ. I don't know why I always have like a brain fart with that name, and I like the movie. Ralph is blowing my stuff up. Gleek the Wonder Monkey. Yeah, I like the Watchmen movie. It took me like a dozen times to watch that to really get it, because when that movie came out, I didn't know anything about the Watchmen. I couldn't make heads or tails of that movie the first couple times, but I like have given way too much thought over the years of the stuff with Dr. Manhattan and the way that he sees the world and just all this stuff, and just I think the show is really, really cool. And I'm so ignorant to the comic and all that I don't know if they're doing something wrong or anything like that. But I'm on episode 5. It's kind of a bummer that wherever it ends, like that's it as far as I know. But I like the lead actress in that. I've been watching her since back in the day from Boys in the Hood, Jerry Maguire, and she was even on Big Bang. Big Bang is like top 1 or 2 shows ever. When I started watching that way back, that's what got me into wearing like comic style shirts. It's basically all I have. And it's because of that damn show. Gleek figure alone would be cool for me. I'd want the Wonder Twins though too. I remember they tried doing a live action with them. They showed up on Smallville. That was one of my favorite shows. I think probably Smallville and Big Bang are like my top 2 favorite shows ever. But then I gotta look back in the day where I got my sex education at like 11 and 12 years old watching Night Court. Anybody remember Night Court? Jonathan Rice, what's up, FLC? Good to see you. Well, as far as pets go for Todd to make, I will say Detective Chimp, GB Dexstar, and Crypto. Oh, you gotta have a Crypto. I'm surprised we don't have more Crypto figures. I collect so many different things that I started to go on a figure diet. That's what I need to do. I haven't collected in a month, and I'm on vacation now, and went to Target this morning and spent $400. Bull, yeah, from Night Court. I loved that show. It's too bad they couldn't bring it back since Harry passed away. Yeah, I really, really like that show. Yeah, $400 at Target. That's especially now because they're just doing the reset. So we're right at the beginning of the second toy season, because the toy season is usually in 2 parts over the year. And now we're on the second. So all this new stuff is coming out. It'd be so easy to go and blow $400. I was once in love with Marky Post. I back when I was younger, You bet. Came in lunch and you asked, you remember Night Court? Hell yes, I remember Night Court. Toy Bounty Hunter. You're too young for Night Court. What are you doing? Are they really rebooting Night Court? How are they going to do that? That's going to be kind of weird. I saw a picture of a Green Lantern and was it? It wasn't Green Arrow. I don't think. It was somebody else green. Maybe it was Green Arrow. But it was a Green Lantern and he was like back kind of with his where are my rings? I got all the lantern rings somewhere here. And it was cool and it was a McFarlane. It was a DC Multiverse. 46. Well, you're about 3 years older than I am. Night Court was a good show. Night Court is coming back with John Larroquette. Really? I wonder what he looks like. He's got to be looking old now. So I remember when he had his show. It was it the John Larroquette show? He like grew his hair out and he was really gray, and it wasn't too long after Night Court, really, and he just looked so old to me. And that was in the 90s. I wonder what he looks like now. Harry's daughter as the judge. Really? I will definitely check that out. Awesome. Yeah, it was such a funny show. There you go, Ralph. Ralph knows. Ralph was trying to tell me way back that they were going to have a girl He-Man. I wasn't buying that stuff. He didn't know what he was talking about. But guess what? Ralph was onto something there. That they won't let Dan do the things he used to do. Yeah, right? Like I said, I got a lot of my sex education watching that when I was like 11 and 12. And then a lot of things later on in life made more sense of the jokes and stuff that I didn't quite get back then. But yeah, the way that he was such a womanizer, they just can't get away with that kind of stuff anymore. Joker. Hey, Joe, love your show. Fun fact, I didn't know. I guess DC couldn't use the Wonder Twins because they were a Hanna-Barbera. Oh, they were Hanna-Barbera original. Okay. Well, I wonder, I mean, they're not really doing anything with the twins, you know, so maybe they can work something out. Who knows? Anything new for giveaways in the future? I'm getting some stuff together. There might actually be some stuff that I've made because I'm working on a bunch of different stuff right now. Oh, look what I found. I just seen it. I still got the other one in the box. I found my snake eyes that was floating around here. Yeah, I'm working on some like He-Man, custom He-Man guys, and this Punisher army of different characters, and so I might be doing that. But I don't have anything that I can really announce at this time. But I will be doing some stuff. Ralph says he's 46. You don't look a day over 45, Ralph. What do I know? I've never seen a really good, clear picture of Ralph. I just see his icon there. Only as old as you feel. You don't get programming like that anymore. No, you don't, BC. William Hostler's 42. Me and William are about the same age. I'm 43. Don't look a day older. Over 29, though. I know. Good to see you, Joe. Missing the multiverse. Hey, I'm here, buddy. A lot of stuff's been going on the last few weeks, but we're still here. Dude came up on the Snake Eyes and Timber on Friday. Yeah, I seen you. I think wasn't that on one of your videos after you had gotten that? Yeah, I seen your picture with your screamy face. The Hood. I have that figure too. I love it. Got my Baroness a couple days ago and my Viper on the way. Then I'll be all caught up on class. That's awesome, Toy Bounty Hunter. Oh no. No more Masters of the Universe Revelations hate. It's too much on Twitter. I've never been on Twitter. I think we'll have to wait. I mean, I wasn't real pleased what they did right away on that show, but the show itself looked amazing. Hopefully, we'll get He-Man back, kind of the way that they left it. If Skeletor kills him and he stays dead, then I'm probably done with that show. But if He-Man comes back and it'll be all good. Thank you for watching. You bet, Toy God. How are you liking the new Marvel Disney shows? I like them. I like them a lot. I just rewatched the WandaVision, and I rewatched a little while ago. I rewatched the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I really enjoyed Loki, and I'm really looking forward to the What If stuff. I wish they weren't coming out with figures because it's just more figures to buy. Let's see here. Don't mind Masters of the Universe because I knew it wasn't going to be quite what most people expected. I have to get the figures because I wasn't I didn't have my ear to the ground when like the other stuff came out a few years back. Never got any of those, the Filmation or the classics or anything. So as long as it doesn't look like a toddler toy, I try to scoop up the figures when they come out because I don't want to miss out on them because He-Man was my jam. I keep trying to tell Joe actress who played Bernadette from Big Bang Theory is playing Harry's daughter. Oh, really? I could see that. The Hood, angry FLC Hasbro customer. Oh, William watched it for 5 minutes and turned it off. Some of the stuff they did on there was kind of cool. I mean, some of the stuff I wish would have been like maybe like an Elseworld where things got straightened out and went back to normal. I wish Orko didn't look so demonic in what they did with him. But I mean, the show itself, politics aside, looked pretty cool. I mean, I loved the style. It's only 10 episodes. So it's like 10 episodes, and then like when we get the next 5, then it's like done. Well, if they mess it up and it's only 10, then what are you gonna do? I hope they don't kill He-Man. I thought it was cool seeing all the old school He-Mans up in the Eternia Heaven or whatever the heck that was. Well, if rumors are true about Revelations, they won't be happy with the second half of the show. I don't know. He-Man's pretty near and dear to my heart, but I can't let myself get too upset. Some of the stuff that they did, I don't agree with. Don't like. I mean, that's the world today, and I don't like and agree with the world today. So what are you going to do? Transformers Kingdom was also horrible, bad. Is that the one that was on Netflix? It was, I don't know. That one I tried watching a little bit and I just didn't, the style of it. Loki show is the best so far. I don't know which one I don't know. They're all good. I don't know. The Transformers are dried up in Virginia Beach. Mark Hamill, I think, did a good Skeletor. Yeah, I mean, he does good with everything that he does, but I just couldn't stop hearing the Joker. I wish they would have got somebody else to do it because he's just so, you know. Oh, King of myself. King with a $1.99 super chat. Thanks, man. I don't know if I've seen your name on here either. I'm going to write you down. Skydro Walker, let's go. Where are we going? Let's go. Skydro, I got to give you one of these, my friend. I'm the fighter. This one too. I'm the fighter. I've come to wipe your windows. $5.75 an hour. I start on West Corner. Let's go, Skydro. Booker T as King Grayskull. King of myself. Love the channel, bro. Thank you. The Viper is coming. We're going to the moon. Thanks again, King. I appreciate that. The rumor about Andrea being the new what did that say? Being the new He-Man who gets the sword and becomes the new champion, that Kevin will get more hate than he does now. Well, Kevin Smith kind of dug himself a hole coming out saying that he was a fan when he was a kid, because they've dug up a handful of stuff when he was a little younger from a handful of years ago, talking about he never watched He-Man and he was never a fan. He respected the show, liked the show, but he just wasn't, it wasn't his thing. And then he comes out with this show saying, oh yeah, I set my bag down when I was a kid and would watch, you know, in 1981 or whatever, or 1982 when the show hadn't even aired yet. So he kind of dug himself a hole. So if he's getting some hate on that, you know, it's part of show business. Find any of that villain wave yet? Yes. My next video, I think, should be out tomorrow. The final part of my vacation toy hunt. We'll clear all that up. Did you pre-order any of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives like Scareglow? No, I didn't. I tried to get that Scareglow, but it was gone. And so was Sergeant Slaughter. But they're supposed to be coming out with that Scareglow like as a Target exclusive or just coming out just in general. So, but I really want that. I got the Origins one somewhere here. And that was a really hard one to get. I had to order that one. Oh, William. See you later, man. But yeah, that Scareglow, that one looks awesome. I want to get that. Nice. I can't wait. I just got caught up on your vacation, man. Thank you. Awesome. Kevin Smith is gonna wipe Castle Grayskull for $5.75. Kevin Smith didn't know the golden rule: never lie on the internet, because the internet never forgets what was said in the past. Yeah, that's too bad. Oh, hey. Now, Joker Kidone or Joker Kidone? Hope I'm saying that right. Thanks, man. Thanks for that $5. Um, is that a yeah, that super chat? I can't tell if it's a super chat or a super sticker on. I got to look on my phone, because if it's a super sticker, you see like a little person like dancing around or something. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Joe, when do you think we will get an action figure of Demonic Orko? He could be in the next wave. They showed like the next 4, and I think the one that I'm the most excited about out of that is Man at Arms, and then they got Tila, and what were the other 2? I can't remember, but they still got that really great looking Faker, Terminator, He-Man looking thing. And I thought that looked good in the first episode. I like the way that started. That was different. So he's supposed to be coming out. I don't know if he's gonna be a deluxe by himself, or if he's part of the third wave, or if he's a deluxe part of the second wave. But if he did come out with the third wave, I would assume Orko would be with that, because they still got Triclops, and wasn't Trapjaw had to be in there. I can't remember exactly what he looked like. They were part of that cult thing, so they'll be coming out. So I'm sure he'll be in with that. Now I want to change my name to Demonic Orko. What are your thoughts about that NECA TMT newsroom set? Could care less, to be totally honest with you. No, there's so many other TMTs that I want to get. Speaking of which, I got Leonardo. I don't know why I think this is so funny. I keep showing this though. Got Leonardo going for a stroll. But I do love my TMT figures. And funny enough, it's the only set of figures that I considered possibly getting rid of or stop collecting, because they're just so hard to find. I had somebody try to get me like the what is it, the robot, what was his name, the metal robot turtle, and there was like 4 different ones, April and Foot Soldier and another one, and it didn't happen, and it was really a bummer, because they were ones that you're going to pay hundreds of dollars for now, and it's just because you really want to have all 4 turtles. I still want to get the villains from TMNT 2, and I've never been able to get those. And you want to get, especially with the movie stuff, in my opinion, Metalhead. That's what it was. And it's so hard to get them, and it just constantly feels like an incomplete set. But I'm not going to get rid of them. But I did ponder it very shortly at one time, not too long ago. The guy who voices the new Orko, definitely want to punch that guy in the face. I wish they would have put like the round eyes on Orko instead of like those creepy. I mean, he looks more like a villain, And there's on Spectre Creative, I think that's the name of it. He just did a video yesterday talking about what's going on with that, and it's a little depressing, but it might shine a light on what's up with that, because they had to make characters somewhat different looking, like legally. The top thing I can give the Masters of the Universe show, they tried to show a lot of the toys and character despite the controversies kind of a toy fan. Yeah, in that, I mean, you can't fault. You can never fault He-Man for making toys to sell the show, or sell the show to sell the toys, or anything like that. Because when that show started, the figures came out first, and then they made the show. So it's like, I mean, they're one and the same. I don't know. I'm debating Cartoon Mondo Geeko, but I really like the movie ones more. I love my movie Turtles, and luckily I do have the 4 basic movie, the actual Turtles. So I'm really, and then I got Super Shredder, I got a regular Shredder, I got a Splinter, Casey Jones. What other movie Turtles do I got? I think that's it. It's Demonic Orko. When is Zartan exclusive going up for pre-order? I am not sure. I think somebody had it on Instagram. I seen a quick picture of it. Yeah, that's the only reason I don't get any of the NECA animated TMT, is because it would be so tough to get the earlier figures. Yep. Yeah, for sure. Did anybody get the that bird from the Power Rangers? I don't know his name. I was trying to see if I had him here. I haven't put his wings on yet. I got stuff all over the place. I've been working on some custom stuff. I got all my stuff over here, and it's like covered with figures and paint and putty and all kinds of stuff. So it's like I could be looking at something and not even realize it. But it's a really cool figure. I got to put the wings on it though. Joe is talking about the 20% difference. Yeah, Ralph. Yep. Yeah, you got it. D. Dixon. I'm holding off on collecting the Origins Motu. If I find Castle Grayskull, I'm definitely going all in, staying away from the Smith verse. Well, those Origins from the first couple waves, they're going to be kind of expensive. If you have a Lewis in your area, go there. It's kind of a secret place. If you have a Lewis, go check the toy section out. There's like 20 of them in town here, and they all have He-Man figures from like earlier waves, because nobody knows that they're there, so they don't get bought. The reason the characters in He-Man look like that, because the people did Castlevania did the show. Castlevania was a well-praised show on Netflix. I know what it is, but I never watched it. Oh, what? I went through to get the 4 movie Turtles. First time I was ripped off knockoff bootlegs, but now I have the real ones. Splinter and April is on the way. Yeah, I'd love to get that April. The ones, yeah, the ones that I missed out of, that a local guy tried to get for me, those were like the cartoon versions, and I got a handful of those too, but nowhere near a complete set on either side. Tengu Warrior. I think that's how you say it. Yep, King. That's it. I was wondering if anybody else had found that and what they thought of it. I like it a lot. I only collect movie Turtles. Recently picked up Turtles in Disguise and Shredder from Pinball Box. Now I want Bebop and Rocksteady. I got Rocksteady and Bebop. And then it never ends. Yeah. That's the whole thing. Castlevania figures. The Leo and Don MMPR looks good. Yeah, I did see a picture of that real quick. CJ. Oh. Joker says, Joe, you should check out Castlevania, but it's not for kids. Awesome story, though. I will check that out. When I'm done here, I was going to watch a little more of the Watchmen because I've never seen it. But if I think of it, I'll look it up. What is that? What is that on? What's the best way to check that show out? King of Myself. Thanks, man. You're awesome. Quentin says, hoping for a McFarlane Royal Flush Gang. I'm trying to think. Oh, I think I know what that is. Oh, it's on Netflix. Oh, okay. Thanks, D. Dixon. CJ, I'm only interested in the deluxe Casey Jones Secret of the Ooze Shredder and new Super Shredder. I have movie April coming. There's a Walmart in town over on the other side of town. Oh, there's actually 2 Walmarts over there that I noticed today. They got the Secret of the Ooze, the first Shredder. Where is he? He's always sitting here. I got the regular Shredder right there. My good friend Ben sent me the Secret of the Ooze Shredder like shortly after I started this channel, and then I have the Shadow Master one as well. But at those Walmarts, they have the Secret of the Ooze shredders again. They got a bunch of them, and the Dark Shadow or the Shadow Master one. There's been a pile of them sitting there for like the last month or two. What are your thoughts on the TMT Ranger figs? I've only seen the one picture, so I'm not sure. I think they need to quit coming up with stuff because there's already enough characters that exist that we have to keep up on. And now they're mashing other characters together to make more figures. And it's like, take a year off. I think everybody should take a year off and just keep releasing like older figures so we can all catch up and quit having to play this game. At least that's me. If you got all the money in the world and time to hunt this stuff down and order it, but I don't. Netflix, okay, yeah. I'm gonna get the Shredder Green Ranger fig. Oh, is that one of them? It's a Green Ranger crossed with Shredder. That'd be interesting. I'm still, excuse me. I'm still nursing this really bad cold. It's not as bad anymore though. But I need another chance to get Toka. Yeah, Toka and Razor. I want to get those two. Those are awesome. I never seen them in the wild. I would really, really love to get Toka and Razor because I got the Super Shredder and not only the cartoon Shredder but the regular movie. And then there's that new movie, Secret of the Ooze Shredder. I think maybe was that what you were talking about? That one and not the Secret of the Ooze Super Shredder. Did you know that the 4th Roadblock has a Gatling gun, but it's not like the original character version 1 Roadblock because he has a 50 caliber with the mount? I wasn't sure of the difference, but I did pre-order that Roadblock that you're talking about. Target had Marvel's Katie for Shang-Chi for $6. I bought that thing the day it came out because it was exclusive. I'm like, I better get it, because she'll disappear. It's an exclusive. Even though I didn't know who the hell that was when I first saw it. But I grabbed it, so I wouldn't miss out. And now it's $6. I talking about my thoughts on coming up with new figures for us to all buy. It's like we have enough. The Shang-Chi figs are $10. Yeah, I know. I did end up getting them all. I still got to put that Build-A-Figure together. One day I'll make a movie with my action figures where all the heroes of every universe come together to fight the evil demonic Orko. I got the Motu Origins Orko, which I was really happy to find when I did find it a few months ago because I never had the original one. So I was like, to me, it was almost like a grail, like, oh, Orko finally, because I never had that, never had Ram Man. Got Ram Man down here. But I think just because I see this, I think the award for the most worthless figure, even though it looks cooler and all hell, is going to go to this Rhino alien because I cannot get him to stand up. I know that a lot of people put him like down, but like he's, I should just put him back in the box because he looked a lot better. But I can't pose this thing. I mean, it's so cool, but it's just the most worthless figure when it comes to trying to do something with it. That Shang-Chi movie does look good, though. I am looking forward to it. I'm hoping October, hopefully, Transformers third-party figures. Do you think there's more room in the community for more YouTube toy channels? Would you ever collaborate with smaller channels? Oh, D. Dixon. Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's room for everybody. I think the more success people have with this, the better. It's we're all in it together. We're all collectors, and the more focus and stuff that gets put on this hobby, I think is better. Is good for everyone. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram or email me if you're interested in doing something. My email is Joe's Multiverse at Yahoo, or find me on Instagram and message me there. Wrestling movie themed figures like Roddy Piper. They need a Kevin Nash one. I do want to find that Rowdy Piper one. That is cool. I do like that Origin Orc. I do too. I think he looks great. Hey, Ben, I bought that Rhino alien, broke it in 10 seconds, put it back in the box and returned it. I found that one. It was on clearance. I think I paid $9 for it. And that's for the size of it. It's all it's worth. The first one broke, so it's a dead figure on display. So many alien Rhino figures. Is there a lot of them? This is the only one I've ever seen, and I don't even know what it's from. Like that last Terminator, or not Terminator, Predator, whatever. I don't know if they had. I never watched it. I don't know if there was aliens in it. I think I believe so. Yeah, about the stands, Renegade. I did. If you throw the alien at a homeless person, they'll throw it back at you. Yeah, well, yeah, Kevin Nash. I did see a wrestling figure of I can't remember if it was a Kevin Nash or if it was Diesel, but a new one that's coming out in the latest wave. Did anyone see Snake Eyes? I didn't. I was in no big hurry. Don't really care. Heard it was garbage. Heard it was filmed by somebody who was drunk and shaky cammed the whole thing. The Rhino alien has a nostalgic place in my heart. I played with the old Kenner toy when I was a kid. I never even knew that there was a Rhino alien. I was never the biggest fan of Alien. I always liked Predator more. But I don't know a whole lot about the Rhino version. BC Barker said, sadly, yes, I did see the Snake Eyes movie. Joker says he saw it. Would you like to see any classic real Ghostbuster ghosts like Sandman? I was never the biggest fan of those Ghostbuster cartoons back in the day. I remember them being on, and I was just young enough to watch something like that. But I always wanted figures that look like from the movie, even though they all became like the worst peg warmers in history. I was really excited when those figures came out last year because I like having them, and now the older versions of them are coming out. White Mike Bagetta, White Mike, Fake Eyes, Ralph. Ralph has a really good sense of humor. I want Kevin Nash from The Longest Yard. Did he do much in that movie? There's a bunch of people in that movie. There's even some people from D12, Eminem's D12 band. They were in there. I remember that. Maybe Kevin Nash from Punisher. Oh, he looked awful. I remember that because I think he had just cut his hair in wrestling. Because I remember when he came down, like towards the beginning of the show, he got all his hair cut off or did something, and then later in the show on wrestling, he came down. His hair was all cut and styled, and I think it was even dyed or something. And then he showed up in that movie. I thought he looked just dumb in that movie, but he was a big boy. They had to have somebody for the Punisher to beat the hell out of. I actually just watched that Punisher movie. I think it was last weekend or the weekend before. Demon is home. Ed, I was wondering where you went. I forgot you said you were at work. Awesome to have Ed here. The acting was good to great, but the story was too much. Not so much. Yeah, I haven't heard a whole lot of good stuff about that movie, and I don't think anybody had any real big expectations. Them trying to make a G.I. Joe movie, they just don't have a very good track record of it. It's just one of those movies that they just can't nail down. Now, if they got a bunch of hardcore G.I. Joe FLCers in the writer's room, I think we'd have something. I saw the Snake Eyes Origins film, and I liked it despite what others think, in my opinion. Well, that's good. I like a lot of shows that most people don't. I don't know. I haven't personally seen it yet. I'm just not in the biggest hurry. The acting was good to great, but the story was... Oh, I saw that already. I missed my Hot Toys collection. Had to sell them off because I was broke. Well, that is a collection that you are going to get some money for. Those are expensive, Joe Mama. See, Ralph Bednarski. Snake Eyes puts the mask on in the I don't know. Do we want to... That's kind of a spoiler. Baroness Origins movie. She outshined the main characters. I really liked the Baroness from the first G.I. Joe movie that came out. Was it the early 2000s? I liked her a lot. Hey, Danny Carter. Oh, man, Danny Carter. I have, when I get, I have this right here. And I'm going to be putting this in a video, but I'll throw this up. Danny Carter sent this to me, and when I get my act together, I will show that off in a video. He drew that. Little quick kick. That is awesome. I've had that right here, just raring to go. I wanted to tell you thank you again. Hope your vacation was good. Saw the Snake Eyes film yesterday. Hot pile of garbage, but it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Shocked that. I don't want to read. They're already saying Snake Eye sequel is canceled. Well, they need to do G.I. Joe and they need to do it right. Thunder Lips. There is a Thunder Lips figure from Jack's Pacific. I have a bunch of those from the Rocky collection, and they are awesome. I haven't been able to look at my collection for years. I'm not even sure if it's still there. It's been up in a private property in a storage type facility. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got all my Star Wars Unleashed that I cry myself to sleep every night about. Hopefully I'll get my hands on my stuff again. I don't have the Thunder Lips, but I know it exists. I've seen it. Rocky is above all things my number one favorite. Yep, Ryan. Yep, Jack's Pacific. There's a ton. There's like a huge wave for every movie. They are awesome and they are expensive. They even have a figure of just the meat hanging there that he boxes from the first one. It's just called the meat, but they're packaged really nice. They're really good color, really good artwork. Jack's Pacific, look it up. Rocky figures. Yeah, that quick kick is very, very cool. Rocky collection and WWE classics. I never seen that one, Ralph. Ralph, boy, you are just a plethora of knowledge, aren't you? You're almost as smart as I am, Ralph. Ralph is awesome in the clinch. I love Thunder Lips. Thunder Lips, baby. The ultimate male versus the ultimate meatball. How scary was the lovable Mr. T as Clubber Lang? Love it. Loved Clubber Lang. Years ago, I was watching a Rocky marathon on TV, and Mr. T was hosting it, and he was on there when they were playing Rocky 3, and it was between commercials, and he's like, "Man, I watched that. I scare myself." It was just funny to have him comment on that. He's this old guy talking about Clubber Lang, but he did an awesome job. Those are my favorite movies. When I watch them all, I don't even skip 5, and it's got the one scene where he gives them the necklace in Rocky 5. It's a made up flashback, but Burgess Meredith come back and plays Mickey. And even though that's the worst Rocky movie, that part literally makes me bawl like a little girl, like a baby, every single time I watch it. Just that clip. And I've showed that to so many people. Okay, FLC, Joe, have a blessed rest of the day. I'm meeting my daughter for dinner. Oh, that's awesome. Meeting her for dinner in a bit, so need to head. Love catching your live show. Until next time. All right, man. Have a great dinner. Quentin. Yeah, it's gonna be an hour, almost an hour and a half. I thought it's been like 20 minutes. What time is it? It's after 6 my time, Central. I'm gonna have to go here pretty soon too. You guys are great. You guys showed up. I haven't been on here for a few weeks, and I love that you guys showed up. I missed everybody. Things have been kind of crazy and everything. So it gives me a warm feeling in my heart that y'all didn't forget about old Joe. It will be a sad day when Mr. T passes away. I'm just glad that we've had him as long as we have, and I wish that there was. I wish he was doing more. I wish he was out in some projects or something more, because he was a big part of my childhood. Real big. Right, Danny Carter. Thanks, man. Oh, I had all the 18 figures when I was a kid. I wish I would have been able to keep those. I have no idea where they went, but I loved them. I still remember my BA Baracus, my Mr. T, and Murdoch, and uh, was it Many Faces? Is that what they called him, or something like that? Face, Many Faces. That's a He-Man, but it just reminds me of that. And I remember that was back in the day when I was watching the Dukes of Hazzard and the A-Team in the van too. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I would love a van. I got the Mystery Machine, that one that came out last year. Face. Yeah, they just called it Face. I used to have the 3 3/4 inch 18 figures, Steam figures. You meant 18? Just had them. And there was MASH figures. I never cared for MASH growing up. I wasn't old enough to appreciate it, and I know like the original movie, I think it was like rated R. I was way too young back then to watch that, but I never cared for the actual show. That was on at the same time as like Hogan's Heroes, and I never quite got into that show. But my older brother Tim loved that show. It makes me think of all that stuff. I wonder if we'll ever get a Thundercats movie. I wonder if they could do that well, because it doesn't seem like they're ever going to be able to do a well done He-Man movie. They can't even get it off the ground. They can't nail down G.I. Joe for a decent movie. Doing Thundercats, I mean, maybe a lot of that would be CGI, and they're so good at that if they had a good story. But I haven't heard any kind of rumblings or rumors about a Thundercats. But the figures would sell like, hotcakes. And they could make a serious movie out of that, because some of the villains in that were some like really dark, scary villains. So, I mean, it's primed for a movie. Ralph says Hannibal, BA, Face, and Murdoch. That's right. Hannibal. That's why I couldn't think of it. Mask is part of the G.I. Joe universe. Yeah, I know what Mask was. I never got really into it, but I do remember like the characters. I couldn't tell you any of their names, but they were cool. And they'll be coming out with that. They're coming out, from what I understand, they'll be coming out with Mask figures, and I think there might be an animated series. I'm not sure. I had a Mr. T when I was a kid. It came with weights and a lock. Oh, that would be so cool, Ryan. A Mr. T with weights and a locker. I pity the fool. I pity the fool that doesn't have a Mr. T figure. That was one of my top 10 figures that I want to get. Was Mr. T. There's one with Roddy Piper that's on Amazon. That's not too terribly expensive considering there's 2 of them, because it usually sits around about $50. But there's like an ultimate He-Man figure. It's a little too expensive for me, in my taste, but I might get him one day. He was huge for me. D. Dixon says, does anyone remember 80s Blue Thunder? It was a helicopter with a cool limited toy line. I'm not sure. Does anybody remember that cartoon with the kid that turns into a car? That was a huge show for me. Like when he got hot, he turned into a car, and then he'd have to get cold, or like have cold water on him or something like that, and he would turn back into a person. That I would buy that figure, because that was a big cartoon for me when I was a kid. There was a rumor back in 2011 of the Thundercats, but nothing has surfaced. There was a Voltron because of Transformers, but it was canceled. I wish I would have got that Voltron figure that was at Walmart like back in 2016, 2017. I think there's another one coming, though. Danny Carter says he remembers Blue Thunder. Demon, I remember Blue Thunder and Street Hawk. Turbo Teen. That's right, CJ. Hey, you're a nerd. I'm a nerd. We're all nerds. We all nerd out for this stuff. Nerds rule the world. Hey, if you think about it, I mean, like back when we were younger, like nerds in school was like something you said somebody to like put them down, or like they were like some, dork or something. You look at something like The Big Bang Theory. It was like one of the most popular shows ever in history, and that was about nerds. So times have changed. Don't be ashamed to be nerdy about stuff. Let your nerd flag fly. This is cool guy stuff. Always good to visit with FLC. I never forget you, Joe. You're awesome. Good luck with your move. I will send prayers out to the man in the sky to bless you with a great new home. I appreciate that. I appreciate that more than you know. Joker says yes, unfortunately. Ralph at Blue Thunder. Yeah, Turbo Teen, man. You got it. Almost forgot Airwolf. With Roy Schneider. Shula Burns. Good to see you, man. CJ. Good Lord, the cartoons I remember. Many don't. That was back in the day. I mean, if anybody is familiar with Sam Newsman, he's got a radio show. Sam Newsman is a awesome is it puppet, and he does a radio show, and then he does like the last few minutes on Instagram every Saturday morning, and he is a huge ambassador of the old school cartoons, and they just haven't recaptured that since back in the day. And that's what we grew up on. That's like part of us while we were being formed and growing up, and our personalities and lessons and everything were being, all put together. The foundation of who we are today, those cartoons and all this stuff. That's like ingrained. That's the mortar that builds us. So that means a lot to us. Someone needs to start producing vehicles for 6 and 7 inch figures. I agree with you. We always said cool guy stuff too. It's all cool guy stuff. This is cool guy stuff. One day I said the cartoon Fang Face. Everyone said, "Who's Fang Face?" They painted Airwolf red for Harley Davidson in the Marlboro Man. You remember that movie? Harley Davidson. It's such a goofy movie, but I don't know how many times I've watched that movie. When I was a kid, I thought that was the coolest thing. I thought Harley was awesome. That's the kind of guy I wanted to be when I grew up, when I was a kid. Does anyone remember Greatest American Hero? I would take a figure of that, as corny as it was. Greatest American Hero. I'm not familiar with that. I'll have to look that up. Greatest American Hero. I will look that up right now. Greatest American, here we go. American comedy drama, is that right? Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was goofy. I do remember that. Yep. Was a fun show. That's one of those things from our childhood that we have fond memories. Some of that stuff we try to watch now, and it just doesn't hold up. Some things do. Like I can sit and watch the old school G.I. Joe cartoon all day long. But back like about 4 or 5 years ago, I got my hands on the Garbage Pail Kids movie. I had such fond memories. I tried watching it with my son. I couldn't get through it. It was just so horrible. It was so horrible. I tattooed the girl that played the daughter on Greatest American. Oh, really? Yeah, Danny Carter is a tattoo artist. He is an artist. That's why he's able to draw awesome things like that and send them to undeserving wannabe YouTubers like myself. Thanks again, Danny. It was funny. Ran a couple of seasons. D. Dixon, I really, really liked the Dukes of Hazzard playset with those barrels and motorized. I had that. The General Lee was my thing. When I was little, when I wasn't telling girls that I just met that my name was Peter Parker, I was telling them my name was Bo Duke. True story. V, the TV series. I remember I was so scared. I was so young. That show really creeped me out when I was a kid. I love the Adventures of Galaxy Rangers. Wish I could own the DVD. I'm sure you could get a hold of that, Joker. You'd get a hold of anything nowadays. They need to make an action figure of the greatest American hero. If only he didn't lose the instruction book on how the super suit works. They're coming out with a lot of retro stuff. You never know. Michael Cash. My family lives near the greatest American hero. Like the actor? Yeah, I'll have to, it's been since I was a young kid that I saw V. I would have to watch it again. I just remember that with the lizard people underneath the skin. I mean, that I can't remember how old I was, but that just creeped me. I don't know if I was 6 or 7 or something. Underrated cartoon of the 80s. Inhumanoids. I remember that. Ralph says, and the other guy. How about The Fall Guy? That was one of my shows. The Fall Guy. Or Heart to Heart. I remember that. Jake and the Fat Man. We could do this all day. But I'm going to have to get out of here, FLCers. I so appreciate you all showing up. We'll do this again soon. And I'll be showing off some of the little creations that I've been working on. I've been just having a blast. I don't know how long I'll be doing it for and how much I will do, but it's been a while since I've been crafty. I used to make lightsabers from scratch and Iron Man arc reactors and steampunk stuff. And now I'm getting that creative itch again. And I got an awesome Beastman that I've been working on. And he's almost ready for paint. I can't wait to see how he turns out. I built him on top of a Beastman Mo2 Origins, and I'm doing the same thing with a Trap Jaw, and I'm working on a regular He-Man. When I get those done, I'm going to try to tackle Skeletor. I'm really, really excited about those. And then I got my Punisher figures that I'm working on, like a Wolverine, a Punisher, and a Magneto, and what's another one? Like a Hulkbuster type, maybe a female. I don't know. I don't want to start too many because it's a lot of work, and I don't want to have a bunch of projects that I start and then not be able to finish some of them because I'm working on like 3 or 4. Well, actually 5 right now. I keep jumping between them. I had the Fall Guy Tonka truck. I remember that truck. Fall Guy theme song was great. Back when 80s theme songs told the whole story. Yeah, it did too. You meant Blankman's sidekick, whose name is other guy? Oh, Blankman's. No, I didn't. I did not catch that. What did you say, Danny? Can't imagine my surprise as to when I found out that the same Robert Englund from V was actually also Freddy. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think he do V like before that, like right before it. I was just watching a documentary on him not too long ago. He's an interesting guy. I like listening to him talk about stuff because he's got a lot of energy and he knows how to tell a story. And he doesn't, at least to me, he doesn't come off as somebody like, and then I did this and I'm so cool and let me tell you another story about me being so awesome. You know, he doesn't come off real douchey or anything. But I like Robert Englund. I'd like to see him do Freddy one more time. Or more than once. The Mad Balls. Yeah, I do. I do remember the Mad Balls. I had a pet monster. I wish I still had that pet monster. He had the handcuffs that break apart. I tried looking him up on eBay once upon a time, and I think he was like $80 or something like that. But I'd love to get him back. And there was a few of them. I think he was purple with like red eyebrows or something. He had the My Pet Monster shirt on. Like it was like a jersey or something. Instead of My Buddy or something like that, I had My Pet Monster when I was a kid. Yeah, CJ. Yep. I agree with you. Very likable guy. Michael Cash says, Ralph, I'm jelly. I want a Fall Man truck. That was a much a Fall Man. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna have to get going here. It's getting late. It's way later. This went by so fast. I appreciate you all. And I will see you all soon. All right. See ya.